Boruto chapter 79 spoilers are out, and this is going to be a big chapter. It's basically just Eida showing off her OP godly abilities. So the chapter title is actually called Almighty because, I mean, Eida's pretty much almighty at this point here. But we're going to start off with everybody looking for Kawaki. Mitsuki looks pretty angry, and Boruto gets concerned about that, probably because Mitsuki wants to kill Kawaki. And then I can't read the Japanese here, but Momoshiki is probably given his vague, prophetic lines there, just to mess with Boruto a little bit. But then Kawaki gets tired because he's been abusing Sukuna Hikona for like the last 3 hours. And then Eida manages to find him with her Senrigan. And if you look at these panels here, it looks like Eida has space-time ninjutsu. Like, that is what it looks like they're drawing. So that's another one of her hidden abilities that she didn't reveal here. And we also learned that Damon cannot fly like Eida can. Only Eida can do that. But then Kawaki starts blabbing on about how he wants to protect Naruto, because, you know, he likes to talk about Naruto. And he mentions that he wishes he was in Boruto's place and that Boruto were the outsider. And then this is where it gets really, really weird. Eida uses her power to rewrite history. She basically has Izanagi on steroids. It's not even just rewriting her own reality. She's going to rewrite reality of history. And according to Momoshiki, this is the power of an almighty god. And this is probably what he realized in chapter 76 about Eida's ability and like what it actually was. It probably is a Shinjutsu. The enchantment thing where people fall in love with her was probably just a very specific application of this ability that Amato somehow, I don't know what he did there, but basically the love enchantment seems like it's like a sub-ability of this. That is my guess here, just as I'm reading these panels here. And what it says is that Eida has reversed Boruto and Kawaki's life. Boruto is now the enemy of Konoha, who killed Naruto, and Kawaki is now Kawaki Uzumaki. And Momoshiki says, "You will lose everything," because that's his prophecy. So one of the weird things about this, I'm not sure if they're going to change the wording in the actual chapter, but it says who killed Naruto. Kawaki never killed Naruto, so that's not really a reversal, that's just a lie. So depending on the wording there, we'll see what we have to think about that one there. But we get this shot of everybody in the Leaf Village staring down Boruto, all mad at him, with Kawaki in the front there, like he's the good guy. And according to Abdul, he says that, for what he understands, this is the true nature of Eida's power, fascination/enchantment. Kawaki essentially activated it when he said his desires, and Momoshiki considers it a godly power. Eida has essentially manipulated everyone's memories via their chakra. So the part that's confusing is that Abdul says Kawaki activated it when he said his desires, whereas in the panels it looks like, you know, Eida's the one activating it. So he might have just meant like, you know, Kawaki said his desire, so Eida activated it. I'm not really sure there. However, this does kind of feel similar to the whole wish-granting power concept that Ishiki was supposed to use here. I'm not sure if it is related or not. It could be two separate abilities. It could be something Kawaki's gonna get access to later on. It might not. I don't know. All I know is that it's basically Izanagi on steroids. But anyway, eventually Mitsuki finds Boruto alongside Sarada, and Mitsuki goes into his Sage transformation to attack Boruto. As we all knew, Mitsuki was really pissed off at Kawaki and was gonna probably try to kill him with Sage transformation. However, this is where we get the plot twist, so it really was Boruto's perspective in those future scene panels. Everyone was mad at Boruto. Not because Boruto actually did anything wrong, but because Eida, you know, made things that way. Sarada, however, is still unaffected by Eida's new power of manipulation. So anyone who was immune to Eida before is still immune to Eida now, which includes people like Damon, Boruto, Kawaki, Sarada, Sumire, and possibly Amato too. Furthermore about this, the fact that Damon is not going to be affected by this could be a problem, because this kid will say anything. He's not, you know, it's not to say that he's stupid, but he's the little kid. And he's kind of stupid at times. I wouldn't really be surprised if Damon opened up his mouth, or for that matter, if Sarada opened up her mouth, because obviously, if she knows the truth, she's probably to say, "What are you guys talking about? Boruto didn't do anything wrong." And somehow, at some point, people might realize what Eida has done and be mad at her for that. But anyway, Momoshiki says that Kawaki is now looked at as the son of Naruto, who was born and bred in Konoha. For Boruto, he is now merely an outsider who killed the 7th Hokage. And the little side text at the end of the chapter says, 2 paths rewritten by the power of God. A pure wish soon becomes a reality. And this is what I'm saying about the whole wish granting thing. It's talking about wishes and desires and things being granted. So I don't know if they're the same ability or not. Either way, they're very similar. Now, the last few things I'll mention today here are going to have to do with 1, the prophecy about the blue eyes, and 2, the whole Sasuke dying thing that, I've talked about like a million times. So, I think you can definitely say Eida's blue eyes being part of the prophecy is a fair assessment as of right now. It's, makes sense. Eida is the one who literally is taking everything away from Boruto. However, it is still, everybody mad at Boruto, which, in that sense, it's still Boruto's blue eyes. Everybody hates him. He's losing everything. However, besides that aspect, I mean, before I said, the only reason I could ever see Boruto killing Sasuke would be because if it had to do with Eida, something that's Eida's fault. This was not what I had in mind. However, I mean, this could still work for that same thing. Sasuke now is mad at Boruto, and he was ready to kill Kawaki in the last chapter, so he might be ready to kill Boruto in this chapter. If that is the case, Boruto might have no choice but to kill Sasuke. I'm not sure what will happen specifically, but I still think Boruto is going to kill Sasuke. In fact, I think it even more now. I think for sure, regular Boruto is going to have to kill Sasuke. Whether it's because he goes after Sarada, who's siding with Boruto, or whatever the hell. I don't know. But I definitely think that's going to happen. And in that regard, that would still be Boruto taking away something really important from himself. So there's a lot of different ways you can interpret it. I'm not going to say whose blue eyes he meant for sure until I guess the whole spectacle is over. But I think the new interpretation of it being Eida's blue eyes is fine, but it could also be Boruto still. We're just going to have to wait and see on that one. In any case, this was definitely a bit of a plot twisty type of chapter. I still don't know when the whole Team Shikadai, that's how what a friend does thing comes in, but they're probably saying it to Boruto too, based off what's happening in this chapter. And I have no idea if they're going to be able to rewrite Eida's rewriting of reality, or if this is just going to stick and Boruto's going to have to deal with it, and basically forge his own future and rewrite reality in that way. Basically, how Naruto did. He's just going to change his destiny at this point. Boruto might have to do something similar. But either way, this is going to be a rather interesting chapter. I'm sure a lot of you are hyped to see Eida revealing her new powers. But otherwise, I want to hear what you guys think. How hyped are you about Eida's new rewriting reality power that's Izanagi on steroids? And what do you think about this whole Boruto is literally becoming the villain? Not because he did anything wrong, but because Eida just rewrote reality so that he is the villain. And out of curiosity, what do you think Amato's reaction to all this will be? It might not be in this chapter, but whenever we see him again. Do you think he's going to know Eida rewrote reality? Or do you think he's just going to be like everyone else and he's just going to not know and he's just going to think Boruto's the villain and Kawaki's the hero? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but that's a wrap on today's video. So thank you guys for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, become a member, and hit the bell icon for notifications. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.